Ding. Oh, and that can unding. All right, check, check. Do I get noise? All right, mute myself so I don't have to hear me anymore. All right, welcome to the stream tonight, lovely. Sorry that I'm probably moments late. I am 6 minutes late. Go me! Well, at least I'll let you know I was coming. So, yay! Anyway, hi, my name's Cadpig, and I'm going to make that camera a little bit further out. I feel like it's a little too close. Too close. No. Let's see. There we go. Anchor the world. Move out a little ways. And move back. Alright, it's a little too high. There. Am I happy with that? Still too high. Driving. Maybe about there. Gonna get most of me in the shot. There. Okay. I kind of like that. I'll buy that for $1. Ta-da! Hello, Wild. Bleat right back at you. Such a lovely little deer. Well, it is chat night. For anyone that may be here that doesn't know, my name's Cadpig. I take many forms here on VR chat as of now. Right now, I'm my bunny self that my lovely Fopsy Woo set up for me. So that's what we are. We are currently by a campfire here. There you can see it. Campfire-y. Flamey. And for anyone that notices the difference, yes, I'm in full body now. I was as of last week. In fact, I was as of last week earlier that day is when my trackers actually showed up. So I've not had a lot of extra time to play with it because, well, there was a VR con going on this weekend, which means all of my friends that I would want to have hung out with were busy being at that event, so I didn't have much point in going on. Because I didn't pay the $25 to go hang out at a place to hang out with the people that I can see any given time in VR chat on 2.5 specific days and 2.5 in a specific world. All in public instances as opposed to being private. So for me, it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. Other than the fact that it meant I couldn't see all my friends for most of 2 days. At least I had to watch them on stream, because most of them were streaming the whole time. Their game is still listed as board. I thought I fixed that earlier today. Yeah, I forgot to fix that part. Dumb line is dumb. Where's my keyboard? Balit. Balit. Balit faster. VR chat. Done. There we go. See how it goes. You forget one setting still. There are so many things to do. I do it a lot. You're good company. Well, at least I feel less dumb. And of course, don't forget, I have new redeem-y thingies listed there. I'm trying to think up more things you can make me do. But feel free. Use points as you see fit. They're free. They entertain. I'm here for you. First today, it's Monday, and food's usually right on my mind since the last thing I've done right before filming is I ate dinner. I tried something new. Ooh, redeemed Squats. How many did I say I was going to do for that? Squats. How many? 10 squats. Got it. I forget things I choose. All right, well, before I talk about anything, we're going to do 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 squats. There. You're allowed to make me exercise. I'm okay with that. Well, I was at the grocery store last Thursday. I do my grocery shopping on Thursdays normally. For anyone that's lost in this process, congratulations. That was a short trail. My plan for Monday was to make some part of the chicken baked in the oven for about an hour with my choice of seasoning. I went to my usual haunts to look for chimkin chunks. Thighs were really expensive today, that Thursday. Chicken breasts and wings were right out. Legs were even up to where the thighs normally were. But then I looked down a shelf below the packaged Tyson chicken chunks, and there was this generic looking branded, it kind of looked like a vacuum seal bag. I mean, it's what it was a vacuum seal bag of chicken legs. It didn't have a price tag on it. And they all appeared to be pretty much the same, the section where they all were. And I saw a tag on the shelf that said $6 and I think 85 cents. Whereas the packed Tyson ones looked like they were smaller packages and were ranking well over the $7 to $8 mark. So like, you know what? I don't care if it has a tray and a chicken-based maxi pad sitting underneath it. It's in a vacuum bag. It should be fine. It's sold at the store. If it tastes like poot, I'm out a few dollars. And I'll make something else quick that night. When I rang it up, it actually was like $5.12 or something weird like that. I'm like, well, okay. When I got home, I realized, it's a 5-pound bag. So it's specifically 5 pounds of chicken for just over $5, $1 a pound. I ain't going to whine about that. Price, all right, fine, good enough. And I got them out of their bag today. Usually the flat of Tyson or similar brand chicken legs gets me around between 10 and 12 legs, depending on the size of the legs that day. This particular 5-pound bag was 15 leggies. Now, it wasn't like 15 turkey leg size leggies. Some of them were a little small. And yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'll deal with a couple of small leggies in the bag of leggies. That means I get to eat more leggies at any given leggy sitting. That and the fact that it rang up as $5, where it was going to be $7.50 to $8 for 10 Tyson legs. Okay, fine. I'm cool. We're on this boat. So prepared them like I usually do for a Monday night's baked chicken parts thing. I seasoned them, stuck them on the baking tray on foil, baked them at 385 degrees. Yes, it's a weird number, but it actually seems to be the right number. From whenever I put them in, about 10 after 5, till when I got off work, 6 p.m. They baked fine. They taste exactly like the Tyson ones did. And the Meyer brand ones did. So, hey, as long as these ones are in stock, I'll probably be getting those. I remember a couple weeks ago when I was buying chicken legs or thighs before, they also had thighs. They didn't have thigh bags this week. And that's okay, because I was actually in a leg mood anyway, so that's whatevs. So, if they have thighs next time, or if they have these, it's probably what I'm going to buy, because if we're talking dollars cheaper per package of the same product, it's hard to say no for what literally tastes like the same product. And yeah, they baked fine. They actually looked okay. There's nothing weird. Taste is perfectly good. I actually preferred the packaging because it was easier to get into. It was basically a bag that was a vacuum sealed bag with the chicken legs in a bit of liquid. I'm assuming it's some kind of basic brine. I don't care as long as it's safe and doesn't add an annoying flavor. Cool. We'll call it chicken juice, and I'll pour it down the drain after I pull the chicken pieces out of it. Chicken didn't shrink any exponential amount when it was in the oven any more than chicken normally does. So, yeah, chicken. It was really good. I had 3 leggies. Leggy days, thigh days, I usually have 2 thighs. Leggy days, I usually have 3 leggies. And now, the Fopsy will probably have 1 or 2. I'm hoping for 2 at least. Meaning we'll have another, 10 chicken legs in the fridge for leftovers. And bonus, this week's Sunday dinner was every other Sunday I try and do fish or steak. This was a fish week, so I had found a nice big honkin' fillet o' salmon, and I had put that in the oven about 22 minutes, if you're curious, lemon pepper seasoning and a little bit of oil. Put on a Pam sprayed piece of aluminum foil on one of my many cookie sheets. The foil not only does help in the process of things don't stick as much, but it also means if the juices don't leak down to the pan, I may just need to wipe the pan off and I can put it away. That saves me doing dishes, and if it means a piece of foil saves me having to wedge a sheet pan into my oven or into my dishwasher, heck yeah. While Jack, etc. all still at work, so I'll be around shortly. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Yes, my Fopsy Woo's still upstairs. Bork, bork. Boo work. Yeah, Bork sucks. Hi, Fopsy Woo. Also, meowdy. It pays the bills so a certain pink bunny can have a nice VR setup. Yes, it does. The fact that we both have good jobs means we can afford VR stuff, including leggies and hippies. I like having my hippies. My hips actually really make me happy because I can move and don't feel like I'm a static and lump. So yeah, I've been trying to do the chicken pieces every other week and something made with ground beef the opposite week. So we'll probably be trying these chicken legs or their associated chicken thighs again in 2-ish weeks. We'll see how things roll. So yeah, that's a good sign. Another weird food product I picked up recently, which was also at Walmart. And for a lot of reasons, I was surprised it was at a Walmart thing. I'd been really happy with a knockoff Walmart brand power bar that was really inexpensive and tasted good. It was a macadamia nut and white chocolate striped power bar. It was pretty good. It was actually a really tasty power bar. I had been trying to eat them a lot of days as an afternoon snack. It was really satisfying. It made me happy. So, of course, they stopped actually stocking them. There's a spot on the shelf for them. They put the chocolate chip ones in their place, which is not the same thing. And boy, howdy, are they not the same flavor. The peanut butter ones are okay, but they're just okay. So I looked a few shelves down and I saw something else that kind of tripped my fancy a little bit. Just something to try, and I'm really glad I did. They were cashew date bars. Like, okay, you know what? Dates are fine. I like cashews. This can't be the worst thing in the world. Health stats, they were fine. They weren't actually that bad for you overall. And then I looked at the ingredients. These cashew date bars had 2 ingredients. Cashews, dates. No filamajig, no binder, no preservative, no added sugar, no added salt, no added anything. It contains cashews and it contains dates. They're not the cheapest Walmart brand food. I think they're about $4 for 5 of these smallish bars. But wow. The flavor was intense, in a good way, Not like, oh my God, this dateness is just so date, it's gonna bleh. Or, the grindiness of all these cashews, it's just, yeah. No, obviously the dates were very much pureed. I'm assuming they used a little bit of the cashews as a thickener, and there were some little chunks of cashews in them. I bought several boxes since I tried them, and wow, they've not disappointed. The flavor is very smooth. There's a little bit of chew, but not much. They're mostly soft. They really satisfy a sweet trigger. So for me, they would definitely bypass a desire for a cookies or to some extent maybe cake or pie or even a Twinkie moment. I know this is a hard judgment thing for people to, put their own personal wraps on, but for me, it satisfies at least a moderate cookie ratio snack moment, or sugary object moment. And a single one is enough of a satisfaction, so I don't have to eat like 2 of them. Like Twinkies, I'll eat 2. I know I'm a fatty fatkin, but Twinkies come in pairs in my mind. They don't come in ones. 2 Twinkies or more. If you're at the gas station, they might come in a 3, depending on the gas station you're at. And then again, at a gas station, a zebra cake comes in a big honkin' zebra puck, whereas you buy zebra cakes in the store and they come in 2 packs. So take that all as you will. But really, they are rather satisfying. If you Walmart shop, look in the aisle next to like where power bars and granola bars are, and see if they have the nut and date bars. Because this was a cashew date bar specifically, and I really enjoyed it. I recommend giving it a shot. Obviously, I'm not sponsored by Walmart because, well, they don't pay for anything. But yes, very tasty, very satisfying, and made me a happy camper. So, thumbs up. That's about as thumbs up as I can make the avatar be. Yay! Thumb sideways. There. It's up now. So that's that. That's a food thing. I know you always are on the edge of your seat when it comes to my food related news for you. Oh, and the salmon that I made on Sunday, there's a lot of that left. We both had nice sized chunks of it for Sunday din-dins. I had a very big slab of it on a bun for lunch today with some crispy rounds, which are effectively tater tots, only really flat and cook really fast, even in the toaster oven. Yeah, throw a handful of those in the toaster oven. Hit the button for like 25 to 30 minutes. Crispy as all get out. No mushy, no problem. Really tasty. Welcome to the chat room. Apparently just welcomed me to the chat room. Thank you, Twitch, for realizing I'm here. I appreciate you acknowledging my existence. But yeah, those leftover fish chunks I cut into little individual servings, what was left of the fillet. And there were like 4, probably bigger than I should have made them, chunks. Because, wow, that one little one. I had one of the smaller ones today, and it was like, oh, it was good, but a full. And fortunately, yes, it did reheat well. It's Monday. Sometimes hard to know if you're actually here. You know, that's fair. That's 100% fair. I don't even know if I'm here. Am I here? Are you here? Are we all here? I think we're here. You know, for that, I think you get one of these. Oh, wrong way. Dear God, do not tie myself up. Yet. That's not what we're here for. Yeah. You're not here? That's okay. You don't have to be here either. Another thought I had this week, and I figure I'd share it. Stuff running out. I'm relating this to how much are we willing to work to get the last drop out of something. And are we all universally about the same on a lot of those particular somethings? I figure most of you know one of the places I'm going to head to first here, and that is the toothpaste tube. Now, toothpaste isn't overwhelmingly expensive. In fact, my tube was running out and I realized I was about to use my last new tube, so I went and bought a new 3-pack of toothpaste tubes at the store. Same brand, same model of toothpaste. I like the one I like. It's some kind of Aquafresh gel, I think. I'm not shopping for it this minute, so I don't remember. I usually remember at the point when I'm shopping, I'll write down the one I like because it's easier to do that way than to try to remember it constantly. It's toothpaste. You use it, you're done. You don't sit there and stare and go, man, this crest is crestastic, or whoa, this one is the aqua freshiest. It's toothpaste. You use it because it's the one that's in front of you until it runs out. And hopefully you buy the one that you think has the best flavor, texture, etc. So, the question is, why do we fight so hard for that last little nibbit of toothpaste that's hiding in the tube? I know most of us do this. In fact, I remember when I was a kid, they made little tools for this that you'd put on the end of the toothpaste roller to help squeeze it through more efficiently. So you would make your last squeeze a lot simpler. Yeah, I understand the whole not wanting to waste. I really do. So we will definitely fight for that last little bit. And I'm certainly not going to claim innocence on whether or not I do this too. I don't have one of the little pinchy things like I remember from when I was a kid that old people had. But I certainly give a good thumb press into that little toothpaste squirter head at the very end, just really trying to get every last little squibble out of there before it's gone. Those exist for paint tubes. Oh, neat. Well, I figure you have them then because, well, you do things with paint. So yeah, we'll do that for those, but some things we don't do that for. And there are other products that make it even harder to deal with. Another product which I have been running out of, and I'll say that as loosely as possible, for a while now. And that's my conditioner. Now, conditioner is a wonderful product for anyone with longer head fur, like myself, like my prettier half that I love and live with. So conditioner is a necessary evil to make sure our hair stays pretty and shiny and lives long as possible, or well, it's mostly dead by the time it's outside of your head, but still stays attached to your head as long as possible and doesn't turn into fuzz. Hydrate, that is a good idea. And I'll continue talking about conditioner. It is right here. Ignore my hand being all loose. I just needed to take the hand off so I can get... Thank you, Fluke Snooks. Anthracon water. Still the quenchiest. All that fursuiter sweat. There we go, back on my paw. So all the conditioner I bought over the last quite a few years has come with a pumper on the top. This is really convenient when it comes to the actual dispensing for the first 5/6 of a container of conditioner. It is amazing during that first 5/6 of the container of conditioner. You pump. You can easily remember how many pumps you normally will put on your hair. You go, burp, 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 burp. Yep, that's the right number, and that's my glob. Sloosh, sloosh, sloosh. Washy, washy. Well, condish. Done. Now, when it comes to that last 1/6 of a container, that 1/6 of a container is evil beyond all get out. Because conditioner is denser than most condiments I know of, and really sticks to, it's very, very sits there in the bottom of the container. So you have to unscrew the pumper head once it no longer is, the straw is no longer touching the conditioner, and do the ketchup bottle shake until you get some out. Now, I know a lot of you are going to stop and say, especially people who don't have long hair and don't use conditioner, well, why don't you just flip it over and let it be just sitting upside down so you don't have to worry? And that way, the moment you unscrew the cap, that conditioner's ready to roll. That doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, that amazing pumper top that makes that first 5/6 of the container be super accessible is not a perfect seal. So if you flip that container over and leave that in your shower upside down, the next time you come back to your shower, there's going to be a little puddle of white goo on the shower floor, possibly dried into a crispy, underneath where the conditioner pump is, because it seems to leak out the top. Add a little water to it and shake it to add a little flow. That might be a good idea. I appreciate the concept. I'll try that next time I'm upstairs doing a shea shower. Though it's almost empty now, finally. Because that container conditioner lasts forever. It seems like it's an eternal container. So I, every time I get in the shower, I do the honky shake or shake, blah, blah. And now if you're used to remembering your hours of tube, and it helps a lot. Yeah, I miss the fact that the ones I was buying used to come with a little flip top instead of a pump. Because that you could leave upside down. But the pump, you can't leave upside down. Annoying. And it's hard to guess how much you need. Because, I'm just going to, I think it was 7 pumps out of my pumper for as much came out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That much gloop ready to go. Now, when it comes to trying to do the ketchup blob, shake, 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 glorb. How much glorb is that? I don't know. Glorb. Is that how much? I don't know. That's, and half the time I feel like either I don't put enough or I use too much because it's not right. It's not balanced the way that I'm expecting. Blarb. Stupid conditioner. But yeah, products are weird. I don't understand some of them. Now, other products I definitely find I will use as much as possible before I sacrifice them to the garbage can gods. Um, pretty much any kind of sauce, unless it gets the wrong kind of fuzzy or thick, aka it's spoiled. I will generally use it until it's pretty much gone. To the point of I either have done the upside down thing or I've done the ketchup shake to doom and back. I will go till it's empty. Heck, I even tend to use the shaker or Pam until it literally is coming out with no oil spray whatsoever. Even though the last few times you're like, and you're getting like a pea line across the page. You're like, all right, we're doing this till it's empty, and then I'm opening the new one. And dead. Okay, new can. And it like shotguns the rest of the pan in like half a second. I learned the scary way that the maple syrup that is actually natural maple syrup. Oh, you need to keep that in the fridge. Yeah, the one time that I poured out, it had fuzzy chunks. I was like, uh-oh. Whoops doozle. That was a long time ago, but yes, I learned my lesson on that one. And it lives in the fridge now. A lot of the condiments may even say refrigeration recommended after opening, but a lot of them, as long as you're eating them within a reasonable number of months, tend to be fine. Ketchup is actually one of those critters that if you are a ketchup eater, you eat the ketchup on a day-to-day basis, or at least a couple times a week, you're eating it on something. Yeah, leave it on the counter. It's actually probably going to be okay. Unless you bought like the Sam's Club size pumper of it, in which case, yeah, it's probably going to go bad before you finish it. But if you bought a normal size, human size bottle of ketchup, it's probably going to be okay. Yes, it'll last longer in the fridge. And if you're a rare ketchup eater or something of that nature, definitely fridge. I go through hoisin sauce fast enough that I don't put it in the fridge. It sits on the counter. Yeah. So, it has been a good week here. I did actually do 2 productive things over the weekend while I wasn't on VR chatting with friends because, well, they were all at Ferality, and unless I want to pay $25, I couldn't go hang out with them in the same way I could hang out with them in VR chat any other given day because every other world is free except for the ones at Ferality, which, granted, are very pretty. I don't want to pay $25 to be able to hang out in them for 3 or 4 days. Sorry. I'm okay with people wanting to do this. I understand that it's a group thing, but that doesn't mean it's something I necessarily wish to partake in. Boop. Except, there we go. I'm outside, by the way. Boop. So I did 2 slightly artistic, productive things this weekend. One was to help make sure I could sleep in better. Over the last couple years, I've been having more and more trouble staying asleep with the sun coming in. Yes, I tend to wear a sleep mask, but even then, the bright day star during the summer times of the year seems to come up at about way before I'm going to get up and be very bright in our east-facing window that glares right on the head of my bed where my head is. That's annoying. So, I made a curtain. Now, there's already mini blinds on there. They're plain white mini blinds, and all I seem to think they do, I'm sure they're taking away some of the light. But it more seems like they are literally just changing the focus of the light, directing it on my face hole. Thank you, mini blinds. And sometime after we moved in, I replaced the little curtain headers, those little decorative curtainy bits at the top. I found some Minnie Mouse ones on Amazon for next to nothing at some point, and I switched out the ones that were up there, which were ugly white ones, with these Minnie Mouse ones. The ugly white ones took 2 bars to work. And the ones that I replaced them with only used the top bar to work. So that was a little bit of a niceness convenience. Now when I put this up, now I had a free curtain rod and free mounting bracket just below where the other one was. Well, about 9 inches below. This isn't exactly a bad situation. So I had spotted at Walmart. I know I'm talking about Walmart a lot, but that's where I do my grocery shopping a lot because it's cheaper and I can get to it easy. Please don't judge too much. They had some Minnie Mouse fleece to make blankets or something with. I measured my window. It was a total of 46 inches from top to bottom. So I bought 1.5 yards, which is 54 inches. This makes for enough of a sag. You're having trouble getting in? Is it not teleporting you to me or something?
That's by the way.
Oh, I'll get you again. Boop. Boop. There, I accept your invite. Hopefully it lets you in. When you end up in the cabin, just come out the door and I'm out on the beach. But since there's an ad going on, I'll be a little more patient anyway. Stupid ads. They pay the bills, though. Doop-a-doop-doo, doop-a-doop-doo. What are they talking about? Oh, the curtain thing. I'll continue after I'm sure the ads are over. Or at least I assume the ads are over. Did it make it in? Did it teleport you to me? Sweetie? No? Is it... What happened? Because I can go somewhere else. I don't mind. I'm not locked into this location. Okay. Was it giving an error or something when you tried to go? Honestly, I'd actually like to know so I can work on this in the future.
I have no idea. It just kept sending me to by myself.
Huh. Were you in like a cabin or something?
I was in. I know. I've been to this world before.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sure the ad's over by now. All right. So I got 1.5 yards of this fabric that I was going to use. It's 60 inches wide, and the window's only about 1 yard wide or something like that. I can't remember the exact distance. And I measured the circumference of the tube, and I figured out 3 inches was more than enough to make a tube out of. So all measurements assigned. 9 inches from the top of the bar up to the other bar. Check. 3 inches for the loop to make a tube. Check. Rest hangs down. Easy peasy. Measured off the 9 inches, then 1.5 inch fold. Sewed a line along the 1.5 inch fold, which turns into a tube. Slid the curtain rod through the tube, hung it up. Safety pinned the top flap, the 9-inch flap, to the curtain bit above. Bada bing, bada boom. I got a bit of a light blocker. Actually, it's working pretty good. Today it was pretty overcast this morning, so I was rather satisfied to find when I got up at when my alarm went off at 8 o'clock and then 8:10 after the snooze button, which is how I normally get up, one snooze button. It was still pretty dim in my room. I was pretty happy. It didn't have the spotlight of doom. It probably reduced the amount of heat generated because less light in the room, less generated optical heat. Definitely a good sign. And that made me happier because, well, I slept better, and that's good. Then I'm not tired and feeling yucky. It did still let a decent amount of light through, and I'm considering putting a second darker piece of fabric behind the fleece blanket fabric I used so far. But we'll see how that goes. I have some stuff sitting out on my cutting table that I can easily pin on the back of it. I might do that in the next few days, depending on my free time and what I feel like dealing with. So yeah, that's it's part of my near future additional homework, but I would consider this a project success because in general, it looks nice. It's more Minnie Mouse fabric under a different Minnie Mouse trimmy thing, and it looks like it actually belongs and gives our room a little bit more pink funness, so that always works for me. So yeah. And the other thing I did was I actually spent some time with my drawing tablet again. Some of you may have noticed I posted it on Twitter and FA and Mastodon that I drew a picture for myself. And I, posted the link to said picture. And I was not disappointed completely with it. I'm feeling like I'm getting a little bit better every time I actually draw. Now I just needed to actually take the time to draw more often, and maybe I'll keep getting good, eventually good. Less bad. Moderately more acceptable. You're like S rank tier. I'm C. But I wasn't mad at my art. I didn't feel like it was a waste of my time. I feel like what I'd created was what I'd meant to. So I'm not mad at myself. And I'm thinking I'm going to try and convince myself to draw more often, just for the hoo-ha of it. We'll see how things work. Not make any promises, because I don't want to do something if it starts to feel unfun. Similarly, when I started streaming initially, I was streaming to the point where I would do it as long as I was enjoying myself. If I would get unhappy with how it felt, I was going to stop it early on before I got too feeling committed into the process. Have there been times? That's how art should feel. That is right. It should feel good to do it, not like it's a forced project. I will admit there are a few times where I've started my games up or put on my headset and felt, I'm not really feeling as much today. And yeah, there have been a couple of times where I stream and like one person shows up and it feels like, what was the point of this? But for the most part, out of all of the last 5 months of streaming, I'd say I feel pretty acceptable in what I've done. Other than a couple exception streams, it's usually made me feel pretty good for the process of having done it. This whole being in VR thing has even helped more because this is actually relaxing. It's fun to be able to look down and see my leg, which is stepping further in front of me than I expected to. Maybe I didn't line myself up right. Oh well. I'm not perfectly aligned. That's okay. That's okay. Anyway, yeah. But this was a side project to help me feel more outgoing. Make me be more social for a couple times a week and actually make me play a couple of video games. It's a good excuse why I'm actually getting into VR and talking on here is because I've scheduled myself to do so. And that works. As long as I come in with at least something to talk about, I can at least keep myself busy if no one else has anything they want to say or any comments they want to add into the game. So, yeah. And if everything works out right, should be, I think my Twitch says the payout is on the 12th. I believe this is the first time I will actually hit the $50 mark to get a payout from Twitch. That's actually kind of cool. Now I'm not coming to you guys begging you, oh my god, why are you no subscribes? And don't use your ad blockers because it makes it so I sad. And make sure you watch the whole ad or whatever because otherwise I poor. No, it's not that. I like the idea that this process does potentially help pay for some of the accessories that make this happen. This year I bought an index kit plus a set of Vive trackers and charging bands. That's definitely a minor investment. It's not 100% just for this process, but it's a lot of why I did it. So, if Twitch and Patreon help fund this process, and or that art commission I got a couple weeks ago, if those all help pay for some of this, that's actually okay. I'm not going to complain about that. So yeah. And my YouTube is getting close to being able to monetize directly as opposed to just through Patreon. I still need like 260 some more followers, which is still a lot, but it is slowly growing. And I wouldn't mind if that could pay me some ad money too, but I'm not going to sit here and beg you to go find every friend you have and ask them to follow me on YouTube and follow me here and follow me there. If you can, if anyone wants to, it does help. Just let you know, every little bit you do has helped. And just you people sitting here, you people, I just you peopled all of you. You wonderful floofs sitting here watching me. If an ad came up or if you'd paid for a subscription or someone gifted you one, you've helped. Even just sitting through one of those silly ads, you helped fund me getting Vive trackers, me getting an index and controllers. You've actually supported this process, which is really kind of cool if you think about it. Just sitting here listening to me babble and getting an ad coming up, you're supporting. So that's the thing. Thank you. See, Frankie, these people, they're why you have a PlayStation. Thank you. Every once in a while you need to throw in a little Gabriel Iglesias joke. People like me. People like you. Also, it's June. Welcome to June. It's Pride Month. I'm proud to be me. I hope you're all proud to be yourselves, whatever you happen to have chosen for your lifestyle. I don't care what you are. What people you feel like are the dating type for you, what gender you feel like is your gender, or what was your gender or is your gender, now your gender, what you want to date, who you date, and whether or not they're the same opposite, whatever you were at any given. My eyes just went cross-eyed in real life. My avatar ones don't do that well, but yeah, my babble went off. But as long as you're comfortable with who you are, wave a little flag this month. If you have anyone that you like to support who's a good friend of yours who has a specific LGBTQ plus A, B, C, D, L, M, N, O, P, whatever all letters we have at this point, because I have trouble keeping up. If you have anyone in your family or friends that you support that has such affiliations, give them a thumbs up this month. Say, you're cool. My thumb still doesn't go up. I'll have to deal with that. I'm definitely gay. I'm on the trans spectrum in the sense that I'm not exactly standard clothing option. I don't want to associate as female, but I don't correct anyone if they call me she. I don't care. Am I in a bunny avatar that's pink, has badoobies, and a shape? Yes. If you call me she, am I going to complain? No. If I'm in public and you call me she, am I going to complain? No. I'm probably going to giggle and, you thought I was a girl. You're cute. I have taken a long look at my own self over the years and decided, was a change worth it to me? Would being the opposite gender make me any happier than I am right now? And I wholeheartedly came with the conclusion of, no. Does that mean it's wrong for anyone else? No. If someone else feels it is right for them, it's right for them. If they talk to a psychiatrist, psychologist, whichever side you're supposed to talk to about this, and they agree with you and can put you on prescriptions to do whatever you need to do, cool. I have the moments where I feel gender fluid. I do cross-dress at times, and it makes me feel good when I do. That's perfectly valid there, Wild. That is perfectly valid. There is nothing wrong with that. And I have more than enough friends who've changed baseball teams, and I still like them as they are. Am I going to mess up the pronouns every so often? Yes. Not gonna lie. Me lying about that would be a waste of both of our times. I'm going to mess up saying something. I'm dumb. But I love all of you, and I do my best to say the right words at any given time. Whatever it is you're specifically hoping to have at any given moment, I do my best. Whether or not I can always remember that because I don't know just 5 people in my life, that's a different story. And if I don't talk to you very often, and I don't think about it very often, I'm going to forget. And then I'm going to say the wrong thing, and I'm going to feel bad. Because that's how it works. But I will do my best. And for anyone that I know, that I do know, change teams, you are aware that I do my best. And I still mess up. I'm sorry, Bendy. Funny thing is, I do know a few people, not naming names here, obviously, because as far as I'm concerned, they are whatever they are. I have a couple of female friends that I didn't know until much later didn't start female. They're trans peepsels. I honestly didn't know. Oh, bye, Wild. Have a good night. Oh, you missed whatever I said? Oh, I was probably just apologizing for accidentally misgendering you at some point. Because I know I've done it more than once. I'm sorry, Mindy. I love you. I'm just bad at things. But really, I am. um, it's important to support your friends and not make them feel uncomfortable for whatever they are, whoever they love or don't want to love, or have romantic relationships or don't have relation. Just be good to your friends, y'all. Just don't be creepy. Don't be mean. There's only a couple of the things they could be doing that you could be exclusionary for. One of them's pedophilia, which is round the block considered a no-no. Where that borderline ends, it involves, say, someone who's 19 and someone who's 17 or whatever, as long as there's pre-existing relationships. It's like that area, fine. There it's complicated, but at that point, that's where I just say, seriously, you're 17 and 19. Life has not ended yet. You have a lot of years ahead of you. Just don't be dating for a year and the world will be fine. You'll cover it up. Otherwise, don't be an adult and date children. Just don't do that. Should the age of consent always have been 18 for every person involved? Always, 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 always? No, in fact, I think it's probably should actually be higher than that, honestly. From personal experience, I was dumb until I was 26 or better, probably. I probably should have been allowed to pick, date people till then. I was young and stupid. But, some people are mature at 16. But, just to be on the safe side for the legality, just hold off your relationship until you crest out of high school. It'll be better. You'll have more time anyway. And you might have at least a part-time job so you can pay to go to the McFood as opposed to, having to go beg mom for $10 so you can go watch a movie on a matinee and get popcorn because that $10 don't even cover anything else. Ooh. Let's see if that works. Boop. Boop. Ta-da. Oh, get over here. Get off there. There we go. Whew. I'm going to pay myself for a hydrate, so hold on. Water. That's so much better. Oh, look, someone joined my instance. Nice. At least it thinks it did. Let's hope that worked. Oh, thank you, Mendy. Oh, legit. That's a legit hydrate. I did it on the books. Otherwise, I'm supposed to die of dehydration. Hopefully that actually worked. Let's zoom over here. I see movement. I think I see movement. I see inside the house. Oh, there we are. Oh, wow. You glow cutely out here. Come on, let's go back over to the fire I was at. Yay. Look, I have a little butterfly fox. Ta-da! My little foxy's been working really hard to make herself look extra pretty for all of you. You see those beautiful wings she made? She's just all talents and stuff, isn't she? Yes, she is. Chat, let her know she's a good little talented Fopsy and then made some pretty, pretty wings. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You're a good girl. No, you. Meow. Yeah. Get myself in a good position again because I mess things. Oh, now I'm standing at you. I'm good at this. Professional, kids. Professional. Where's the camera? Over there. Oh. That works better. Oh, play with my ears. Foxes. Like I say, it is nice having two of us in full body here in the same room. It is actually really interesting to know that that fox to my right is actually standing to my actual left. And I'm not sure which direction she's facing for realsies either. Granted, I don't think she knows which direction she's facing either. Forward. Okay, I'm done now. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I learned something. I looked down there. I need to make sure I'm wearing clothes. Yes, and Mendy agrees. You're very cute. Oh, don't smack my belly. Don't smack on belly. Yes, you apparently have mad skills. To be fair, a lot of my friends that have been working in Unity for years even still say, oh, I know nothing. And you'll see them produce stuff and like, yeah, how do you say you know nothing? You're doing amazing. Oh no, every single time is just, you feel like you're throwing your poo at the wall and hoping it makes it art. And the more you practice, the more makes it art it becomes, and you make pretty butterfly wings or something. Or put cute little heart chains on yourself. Cute earrings. Or customize your hairs. Such a good girl. You can steal my hair. I like this hair. Even as options. I'm going with the up option because I like it better. That's how you create, though. Just a process across the board. Yeah, basically. I learned how to sew as a little kid. I figured out some basic shapes and put them together, and I made a tube. I filled it full of polyfill, and I gave it to my mother, and I said, I made you a sponge. I'm not kidding. Little pre-kindergarten me took a scrap of fabric out of my mother's sewing room, cut it off to a squared off section, sewed it into a tube, put polyfill in it, gave it to her as a present. Like hell do I know what I'm doing. Yep. No, you know what you're doing. You're an expert. We decided that. You as a tail. You so cute. I've acknowledged I probably will not be able to figure out Unity. I should probably try myself just for the basic ability to upload avatars. But for as much swearing as occurs on the other side of the room when it's happening, I don't know if I have the patience. And this one already figured it out, at least basically. So as long as I had something that is functional, I can ask politely to see if they'll upload it for me. Functual. Mm-hmm. Yes. We'll go with that. I still need to buckle down and learn things for avatars. Yeah, I kind of, to be honest, I kind of would too, just some basicer stuff. But between work, YouTube videos, this, and my gaming streaming nights. I don't know if I have enough me left to sit down and, commit to learning that for what little I do with it. A friend gave me so many resources. Ooh, well, that's lucky. Hopefully they'll help you. Learning is good. At the moment, though, I'm happy I'm spending a little bit of time at least getting back into drawing. I actually blame that person that commissioned me for me wanting to draw again because, which gave me an idea of what to do when I'm not able to draw. That's always good. I drew that picture of Indigo for them. I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe something like that. I forget. Time doesn't make sense. And it came together much faster than I remember it was going to. And things looked more right than I expected them to without as much fiddle. So I was like, this was fun again. This felt good. And so this weekend, when I had some free time, I scooched my VR headset to the lefter side of my left section desk, moved my tablet back to the righter side of the left section of the desk, booted it up, figured out all my settings weren't working as usual because things won't work whenever you're actually in the mood to do stuff. 10 minutes later, in a power cycle on my tablet, all my buttons were working right again. And I don't blame this on XP Pen or anything else because it did the same thing when I had my Wacom. The only difference is the Wacom had little LEDs next to the buttons and told me immediately I had the wrong stuff set to them. This one, the buttons don't have labels, but I pressed it and it went, that's the new layer pop-up. I pressed the button to make the dials choices cycle. Oh, ads. Ads. We'll do an ads dance since you can still see me in the little thumbnail. Do ad dance. This is the ads dance. Are you enjoying ads dance right now? Tail shake. Ads and dancing, ad dancing. Here's the dance for ads and that. Yeah. I wonder how long the ad's still going.
Another 30 seconds.
Another 30 seconds? Okay. Do, keep up the dance now. We are dancing for the ad time. Hope the ads are not that annoying. I know they usually are. Get your tunnel bear. Raid Shadow Legends. Or whatever else that people advertise on these things anymore. Oh, your mailboxes, your Go Green box or whatever they're called. They're Smart Leaf. I forget. I actually stop paying attention when someone starts talking about those things on videos. Like, oh yeah, I use food servo trays and they come in the mail and it just takes 2 minutes in the microwave. Bull. And just in 30 minutes, I used this packet of stuff they cut out for me, and it's all easy to do, and it's all perfectly proportioned, and I'm sure it'll feed an ad. Is it still ads?
Nope.
Oh, good. So I've been babbling even more. That's fine. Ad free. So I was basically babbling about ads while you were watching ads, so you didn't miss anything. I made a joke about Tunnel Bear, Raid Shadow Legends, and all of those meal boxes, like the one that says it's a microwave dinner that they send in the mail, the other one that says it's a bunch of food you have to cut up and cook yourself in 30 minutes. My name ain't Rachel Ray. That probably, even as a talented cook, would probably take 45 minutes out. What is that? Okay, we're going forward just for this. This needs to be on camera. Okay, see this by my head?
No.
This thing I'm pointing at? I'm touching it.
No. It's local.
It's local?
It's local.
It's a
It's local.
it's on my stream at least. So anyone that's seeing it on the stream, there's a fish swimming in the sky. Fish.
It's just a figment of your imagination.
I saw other particles and I was like, what are those? And then I saw all of a sudden, I was like, that's actually a fish. I'm not trying to get away from you. I was trying to get back to a normalized situation here. There we go.
Darling, we're never in a normal situation.
You got that right. I still haven't figured out if we're gay, straight, lesbians, or what.
Yes.
Yes? Got it. We're something. We're married. That's all that matters. Interesting topic. I had some friends online talking today because Ferality had just ended, and they were actually experiencing PSD, or PCD, post-con depression. It's been a long time since I had that, but I had to remember why I had it, and someone on the stream I was watching actually mentioned why I might not experience it, and why I was pretty sure I didn't. As long as when you leave a convention, you still make sure you communicate with some friends and have some open social time after the con, it's a lot easier to not feel as bad. And I realized the last time I had a real serious post-con depression was after an Anthrocon. That Anthrocon, it ended with me taking two people in my car and dropping them off at the airport to fly back to California. Guess who one of those two people was? Raise your hand if you think you know who you are. No, it's you. I was the one not flying back to California. You're the one. So, that Anthrocon, a lot of years ago, more than 14 because we've lived together for that long. I drove this little Fopsy and a friend back to the airport to fly to California at the end of Anthrocon. I unloaded the both of them, their luggage, their fursuit totes, and all that fun hoo-ha. And got back in my car. I sat down. And I cried. And you know a cry is one of those cries that you can't avoid. If no one else can see you doing it, yet you feel like you can't not. And I knew right then I was feeling torn apart that I had left this one go in an airplane to leave me. We were still kind of dating. In fact, I think at that time, they were still in a committed relationship. So it wasn't like I was sending my husband home or my boyfriend. I was sending home this person who I just really loved and I couldn't put an official tag on it. I just knew this one was super special to me. And I just got to spend like 5 days with them. And now I had to put them in an airplane to have them fly 4 time zones away from me. At least SGDQ left no PCD for me. That's good. Still best friend though. It does hit our. Yeah, that does. That can hit still. But now when I come back from a convention, generally I'm in a car with that one sitting beside me the whole time. So that 5-hour drive back from Pennsylvania, I still have the one thing I wanted most at a convention sitting next to me. When I get home, they're still there. As we unpack our things for the next 2.5 months and finally get everything clean and put away just in time to get them all back out for the next convention, they're still there. I'm curious what's still in that tote in the garage. I think we actually emptied everything out of it. We're going to find out in a couple weeks. Intercut's coming up. You got friends waiting at home also to ease it. You got that right. And I do have friends down the road, not too far away, if I wanted to go be directly social with someone besides who I live with. I can think of about a 10 or so that I could easily drive to quickly. Other ones, not quite as quickly, but, it's just like, that's a rough estimate. I mean, I think of like 10 within a half-hour drive. More within the further out you make that circumference, the more I can add in there, obviously. Get all the way back up to 5 hours, you can have Swift and Sill put back in that list too. But they're not exactly in the next door list. They're definitely in the little bit of a drive list. Even some of the ones like Arrow and Commander Kitsune, they're good ways into Ohio. Lori and Zan, they're, again, little ways into Ohio, but not super far. Mendy and Sunny, you're a moderate drive now, but you're still close enough for stuff. And I miss your doggies and you. And Dorian. You should bring Dorian next time. Bring Grandpa. 8 hours? Yeah, it's a bit of a slog. But hey, you at least have a nice house to live in, a nice area. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain that you found a place that's happier for you. Dorian would be sad for sitting in a car for 8 hours? Probably. And then you probably get to hear Javi's house, then want to hide under a chair or something because this is not house. This is weird place. We'd probably spend all the time you're here trying to coax him out just in time to get him out into the cat carrier in time to go home. For that matter, he'd probably have forgotten me by the time we visit anyway. Oh, he'd moved right in. Oh, okay. He's a good little social kitten. We love you, great grandpa. Yay for Kaji. How about, Archer, that's the other one. He hides. Okay. Kaji, I remembered, because I know I've met Kaji. I know I've met Dorian a billion times. I don't think I've ever met Archer. And obviously I've only met 2 of your puppies, because, new puppy hasn't visited us yet. We will see her soon. I'd say Sunny probably feels outnumbered like my sister's boyfriend does, being the only male in the house, but even Sunny, I think, is on the spectrum. I need more quenchiness. What? There's my desk. Okay, there you are. I didn't lose everything. I didn't lose track of the world. Hi, princess. Yoshida is a big dumb, like full opposite. I'm still probably saying that wrong. You showed
Ishtola.
Yashtola?
Ishtola.
What she said.
I think.
Girls outnumbered, only the dogs are girls. Oh, yeah, because Dorian and Archer and Kaji are all boys.
That makes sense. All the cats are boys, and all the dogs are girls. That includes Sunny.
Eh,
Sometimes.
sometimes. It's a sometimes food.
Sometimes.
Ye stole still probably far from right. But I'm bad at pronouncing things anyway, so
You stole a what? What did you steal?
a dogie.
A doggy. You stole a. You stole a doggy.
A Bernese mountain dogie. Close enough. I'll accept my pronunciation for the moment. Stole, I derped, or yishi. Yishi. Dumb dog. Smarter dog. Biggest dog. Syria's biggest dog. Probably the largest by cubic feet. Density. She's, well, log. She's a Final Fantasy character. We see, that's why I don't know her name, because I'm bad at that. I played 1, 2, which is 4. So 1, 4. I actually did play 2. No, I did play 2 on the Game Boy Advance copy. I turned 7 on once. Oh, Series from Witcher. I turned 8 on once. I tried to play 9 for a little bit, but by the time I was playing it, we were like in the PlayStation 3 era, so I was bored pretty quick.
It's hard to get back to some of those old, especially the Polygon games.
Yeah.
Nine's like absolutely one of my favorites from that time period, but the nostalgia definitely is part of it.
Yeah, I can feel this. Vivi.
Vivi for the win.
I didn't play long, and I still knew Vivi's for the win.
For that matter. And Freya for that matter.
I don't think I got far enough to even have Freya. I was most of the way through disc 1, I think. I think I just got to the point where I put disc 2 in.
I think Freya near the end of disc 1, so that could be
That might be why. Yeah, she's going to be bigger than Freya. Yay! I hope she enjoys being biggest. I played 10. I put 10 in once. I bought it shortly after my PlayStation 2. And after my memories that Final Fantasy was 1/4, and that's how Final Fantasy was supposed to be, and I put in this thing called 10, and I was like, what? I do what now? And I put it in its case. It's on its shelf over there next to all the other PlayStation games that I maybe put in once or never at all. I've only played 14, so you're better than me. I played 13 and 13-2.
You finished 13 first time.
And you finished 13 too.
Yep. And we haven't opened up 13-3.
Nope, we bought it. Oh, I took the cellophane off it.
Can't turn it down. Sorry.
Yeah. He's sad. And 15. We bought 15.
I finished 15.
And I went to the point of 15 where I was going to potentially make something happen to one of the characters, and then I didn't want to go any further because it would hurt him.
16's coming out.
I liked 4 boys driving around in a car in the desert. And the combat was actually fun. I'm going to give it that. I actually enjoyed the combat. Something I wasn't expecting. Heck, I actually liked 13 and 13-2's combat.
Yeah, once you start going, it's just the tutorial lasts like 90% of the game, and I think that's what a lot of people complain. That and all the corridors.
To be fair, almost every Final Fantasy game to that point was corridors, and basically tutorials through more than half of the game. You're constantly having to learn a new function in most of them. It just felt like you were tied down in your characters for a certain period of time, or you were restricted, but a lot of them, you were restricted by which characters you could have in a given time or what you were allowed to do.
It was an illusion of where you could actually go if you had a choice, but since they got rid of that illusion, that's what kind of made people upset, I think.
Yeah, go figure. Get rid of an illusion of freedom, and all of a sudden you feel like you're trapped. Even one, as you were going around the world, you were trapped for the most part.
Until you got the boat, and even then there were only a couple places you could go, so...
Yeah, first you get the boat, and then you're restricted to just things inside the initial cove. Then you get the dynamite and you blow up the dam. And then you have still limited places you can go with the boat. And then eventually get the airship, and you go most places. And some places you couldn't. There were still a few places you couldn't get to. Like 2 cities and the last couple of dungeons. 3 cities, because the Lupa Lupa people, that was another city. Yeah, the ones you need the tablet to translate what they were saying. You're really quiet. Yes, actually, she is. You're allowed to speak up. I'm okay with this.
I'm allowed to speak.
Yeah, that didn't even make your microphone go off for most of it. Your auto talk didn't register.
Yeah, so I'm just very quiet. It's Caddie stream until I steal it.
Meh. Silly girls. Well, yeah, I've always been a fan of RPG type games. It's just once they started to change it up a lot, it was harder for me to follow those kind of the Final Fantasy games. I liked how 13 worked. I liked the mechanics. I liked how things looked in general. I loved the characters. I was very attached to most of them. I thought they were really neat. 4 Boys in a Car, aka 15. Loved all 4 boys for their own reasons. They were really fun guys. Twink boyfriend, Muscles.
They were totally twins.
Oh, they were all twinks.
They were all twins.
Twink's boyfriend, Twink. Glasses with Twinkness, Muscles with Twink. It was a car full of Twink. And they were fun. And good gravy. The fact that it had that active combat like the Disney games, the Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, just like the Kingdom Hearts games were. Yeah, Gangnam Hearts. I actually liked that. That's one of the few things I really liked out of Kingdom Hearts was the active battle. You can get in the car in 14. Smallest characters have to stand on the seat. Broom, broom. Oh, and the fact that you got to change the paint scheme on your car in 15. Oh! I had a pink Roadster. And if you're surprised by that, you haven't met me before. Move me over a little bit. Go stand over here by the fire. Don't stand in the fire. No, that will hurt. You're not a Firefopsy. You're a Butterfopsy.
Firefox.
Butterfox.
Better Firefox. I upgraded.
I'm shocked. I got a teal chocobo and a caribou to ride. Woo! Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. And you?
You seem to be running a little hot there.
Yeah. summer, so this happens sometimes.
Okay, as long as you're okay. Cute little Fopsy. You trying to make my squeaker go off? It works.
Caddie has a squeaker nose.
I do have a squeaker nose. You don't have a squeaker nose. But you have floofy hair. That's my good girl. Currently we're going through Diablo 4. Diablo. I haven't played a Diablo in a long time. I remember enjoying those. That sort of game is entertaining to me. Dungeon crawl, potentially different dungeons every time you go in.
Did you play 2, sweetie?
I don't remember. It's been long enough.
It looks like most of it
Yay! I remember a game from back in the Windows 3.1 days called Castles of the Winds. I actually got the registered version so I could have the second half of the game. I had so much fun in that stupid icon-based dungeon mess that every time you went in, only like certain specific floors or rooms were always the same. Like the entrance of all the dungeons were always the same each time. And usually the rooms where certain big events would happen would always be the same. Like where a boss would be or something. That specific room would be the same, but where it was on that floor would potentially change. Otherwise, the secret doors, the cave pathways, the traps, always were different. And that was fun. I actually I miss games like that. It was simple, easy to deal with, and distracted me a lot. Yeah, it was neat. It were neat. Neat. And at some point, I got a finalized copy of it. Apparently went like super freeware at some point. And the maker just literally uploaded it and said, here, you guys can all have it. Enjoy the final print version. And I was like, oh, I could play that again. And I did. Let's just say this game fit on a single floppy. Both levels of it. So, not exactly a large game. But I did get a copy of it when I still was carrying Pepto around. And it fit on that little 4 gig Asus EEE PC. And was actually fun to play on the go. Role-playing games is fun and great. They is. You know what? I need something. I have been standing now for an hour and a half. We're pulling out the chair. Notice the bunny is about to get lazier.
Cheater.
Yes, I am. Okay, it's on the chair. That's fine.
You also ran interference from me for a second there.
Where am I? Oh, jeez. Do not castrate yourself with your umbilical. Oh, yep, I was staying too long. Foot cramp. Ouch. All right, there we go. Whew. Sorry about that. Whew. Ow. Ow. Crampy. Ooh. I need to learn when to sit down sooner. I was even moving around trying to do the foot shuffle more, but apparently that wasn't up for the game. Okay. Foot is less in pain. That's a good sign. Less is the key word because when I get one of those, it can last a little while overall. And my Foxy is limber enough to get down on the floor successfully. Unlike me, that if I got down there, I'd probably be hurting even more, and I would be having more fun trying to get up in a little bit. There we go. Spun my ankle around a few times just to make sure everything was loose. Nope, slipper is staying off. The moment I put it on and do the bend to get in that position, it cramps right back up. Am I getting old? Or just fat? I think it's just a little combination. Follower goal met. Oh! Somebody followed me. Eat bananas. I probably should. Thank you, whoever followed me. You actually made me meet my follower goal. I had it set to 125, and I just got there, apparently. Woot! So thank you. It didn't pop up who it is. Dark Workspace. Yes. Thank you, Darkworks. You accomplished goal. Yeah, we should buy bananas. We haven't had those in a while. I saw the little banana tree hanger thingy in the cabinet whenever I got out the Instapot the other week. Get that bad boy out. Hang up some nanners. We just have to remember to eat them. I think that's the biggest problem with us and fruit. Yeah, hit a goal for once, just not one of mine. Well, you helped somebody today, Darkworks, so look at it that way. We'll buy fruit with the intention of eating it. All the intentions. I'm going to eat a pear every day this week. Every day when I go down on my first break, I'm going to eat a pear every single day. That's going to be how it works. We'll remember once because I'm not hungry today, or I'm not in the mood for a snack. I just don't feel like it. I got things I got to get done on this break before I go back upstairs. Ads happen. All right, let's see. 15, so I know what the timer was. Let's just change this then. Start new goal. Keyboard. We'll make a new goal while we're on this. Start goal. There we go. Make goal. Make new goal. What else happened? Hydrate. Squats. Someone followed me 21 hours ago. I wasn't even doing anything 21 hours ago. Someone found me out of finding me this. That's weird. I like that. Ooh woo. Oh, I must be back from ads. So you get ooh woo. So I fix my ears. There we go. Ooh woo! You gave a reward. You get a woos. Ooh woo. There we go. Are you done? Could you put it back when you're finished?
It's cute.
I'll leave it for now. Anyway, yeah.
Here. Hold this.
I was trying to.
Try again.
My fox is broken. Oh, stretch. Are you standing back up again?
Yes. Because I'm not lazy.
Yo. Yeah, well, you came down when I'd already been streaming for a half hour.
I was working.
But you were sitting.
Busy fox.
Busy Fox had a busy box. Thank you. Yes, I has a thog. Yes, I should not probably sit back that well. I need to stretch my back. At least she's clothed. As I noted when I looked down inside of myself, I'm glad I'm clothed. I love when the avatars have attributes that you have to make sure you don't accidentally show. Because that's a thing. But I really do like this bunny. It makes me happy. Oh, and let's see. Uploaded. This is pretty recent. I don't remember if I put this on my channel before or not, but there. I am Burb. Bunny gang. Nothing wrong with bunnies. But I have the newest model of the Chipori, so stretchy bird flappies. Fox is very tall now.
Fixed it. Now I'm dark.
Borb.
I am the darkness.
Do you still give cuddles?
Yes. Yes, I give cuddles. But I am still the darkness.
Okay. Tweet. A couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with some friends, inadvertently, online, and they were going to a meetup, and they said, here, a friend of ours also has the newest Chipori that you can get the free version of. Here, just click on them, and you can have it. I was like, oh, cool. So apparently I ended up going to a bird meet. I did not intend to go to it. I wound up at a bird meet. I had a fun time. So, hang out with a bunch of birds. And then my little foxy saw how much I liked being the bird and said, hey, we have the files for the full version of that. So, Fopsy uploaded me the full version of Burb. So I am now full version burb. And there's Okami there. That's a drawing doggy. Also, unlike my bunny, I can keep the chat open while I'm being bird. My eyes don't just go shut. My hands stay open and don't flex, but that at least doesn't leave me with shut eyes. Your cricket's jumping on your head.
I know. What's this one?
Hi, Ason. Avatars. I also have another cute small one here recently. Pretty sure this one's shown up on stream before. I think every model has one broken thing on it at least. Welcome to VR chat. Something is going to be wrong. What is it? You're not going to find out until you try to use that. I'll definitely say I've had a lot of fun being here in VR chat. There's a lot of things to be and do. My Fopsy was on a little bit of a quest to help me find a good line to be, and I appreciate all of their hard work. Because everything we found so far has been really cute. I'm hoping one day we'll have a functional version. Functional enough. Change back to Bunny. Boop. Reason being, I really like her. And my Foxy's being a Foxy by the same maker of this bunny. Because they did good jobs. Good job. Yay. I get pets. Thank you, my beautiful Betson. You're a good girl. You're a very good girl. Pretty. Floop. Yeah, that's sexy. That's hot. Yes, I love my Vixen. Boop. And tonight, whenever I raid everybody out, I'm going to actually remember to end stream. I apparently forgot to do that last week. And though everyone effectively raided out as far as I can tell, at least 2 people found my stream after I raided everyone out. And I wasn't paying attention to see if any chat was occurring because I thought I ended. Oh, surprise! People are watching me run around that world and be stupid. Cur ad. Ad. Okay, so that's 26. Alright, 56. Boop 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 doo boop 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 doo 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 doo. While that's going on, I'm seeing who I want to eventually raid out to. If they're still going on, I think I know who it's going to be. And ad's over. Yay! Welcome back. Hopefully the ads are at least not the worst. And remember, every time you watch one of those ads, I think it's worth at least a penny. So, if, say, 5 of you watched a penny ad, I made a nickel. 20 times of that happening, I got $1. Adds up quick, though. And the more of you that exist, the more the ads are worth. To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure that anyone paying for a subscription is worth slightly more in a month period because I don't stream enough. If I streamed more, it probably would be about the same. But I have this thing called a job I have to do 5 days a week for a total of 40 hours. I do this other thing every night for like 7 to 8 hours. I think it's called sleep. Yeah. If I didn't do job or sleep, I could probably stream like an extra 8 hours a day and still have plenty of time for free time and stuff. Yeah, that'd work. I'm just going to go for work and sleep. What do you think?
Yes. Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to need a big stockpile of coffee. We're going to load up the espresso maker. I might want a higher capacity coffee grinder at this point because I'd probably wear this one out if I used it for that much every day.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a high capacity burr grinder. And for that matter, let's just skip that altogether and let's just get a fully automatic espresso maker at that point. That you just put the beans in the machine itself and it just makes coffee.
Yep.
They're only about $400.
We can do this.
I mean, I bought an index. That cost more. Be like me. Get a barista. I am the barista in this house.
You are the navigator.
Yay! I know this one told me that they did not like coffee when we moved in together.
It's not my thing. I didn't like it.
I taught it to like coffee. She's now a coffee fan.
Yeah, but not all the time. Special treat.
Caddie coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I do pull a mean espresso. The number of people have come over and I say, yeah, you want espresso? And they're like, oh, I normally have it with cream and sugar. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make it. You try it the way I make it. And if you want to add cream and sugar, I have the supplies. Just taste it first, and then tell me if you want more things. I'm not insulted if you want more. No one has asked for more. The only thing anyone has asked me for, my sister actually asked me, skip the sugar syrup, just give it to me straight. And I was like, oh, well, that makes it cheaper. For reference, we don't even put a full serving of the flavor syrup in our double shot of espresso. If anything, we're putting about a third of it, maybe a teaspoon, not the tablespoon they say a serving is. Basically, my double shot espresso cups. I put enough of that liquid sugar syrup in there to just coat the bottom of the cup. Then I make the espresso on top of that. And then give it a little stir. That's perfect. Just honey. Honey's a good choice. I have no problem with that. I just don't prefer the flavor of honey with my coffee. It's just not me. I really don't like it in tea, though. That one is a negative effect flavor. But that's my opinion, not everyone else's. You don't have to choose my way. We tried the sugar-free coffee syrups a couple times. Regrets occurred. Mistakes had been made. Those are no longer purchased. They tasted like liquid sadness. I'm a diet soda drinker too. So that says, yes, I do like my sugar alternative. And in my tea, and this is a wide variety of tea types, from green tea to mint tea to really strong black teas. I like Truvia, the stevia extract sugar sweetener stuff. But I don't like that in coffee. It doesn't taste right. But with the tea, the weird spicy to it just tastes right in my tea. Those taste so synthetic. The sugar-free coffee syrups. Yes. I had someone trying to sell me on buying the peppermint sugar-free one to put in hot cocoa, and I was thinking, I'm making hot cocoa anyway. This is basically powdered sugar with sugar and sugar upon sugar with a little chocolate and milk flavor to it. I don't think adding peppermint sugar to it's going to affect my sugar levels any further. During the work week, we normally don't touch our espresso maker. Other than I empty the little puck out from the weekend and for the last day of the weekend and load it up for Saturday morning. Work days, please don't be too insulted. Up in the workroom, we only have an electric tea kettle. Hello, Bap Bap. So, in the workroom, I have good brand instant. Yes, I could do something like a French press. I even have a drip coffee maker I could take upstairs. But I don't really want to have to deal with the garbage, the wet coffee grounds up there. The instant, I put it in my cup and it disappears. I forget the brand I buy. I think it's Taster's Choice or something. It comes in a square, weird bottle. It has a decent flavor. It does taste okay. It tastes like coffee. Okay, let's just put it there. It's not amazing. It's not sadness. It tastes like good enough coffee. It's better than Folgers or Maxwell's house. Maxwell, don't be in my house. And I usually, for that, I have flavored creamer powder. It is the sugar-based one from Walmart. I know, again, I'm shopping at Walmart. Shut up. It's cheap. And generic is good for me. And I can't afford to shop at Kroger. So, yes. I use some of this sweetened flavored creamer and that. And it makes a decent enough 1 a day coffee. 1 cup a day. And I drink it after lunch. Because I take a nap on my lunch. And it helps me wake back up. Especially if I have to do chats after lunch. And, then I got to actually think about stuff. I hate thinking about stuff. 1 cup, I'd cry. Okay. When we lived in Carlisle in the apartment, it was a 1-bedroom apartment with a living room and a kitchen. My espresso maker, currently, at the point when we moved out, the same one that's in this kitchen now, was about 6 steps from my desk. That was too dangerously close. I caught myself, on average, usually drinking 6 double shots of espresso a day. 6 double shots of espresso a day. I realized this was a problem when I visited friends once, and they couldn't have coffee due to stomach acid issues. I'd woke up that morning, and I couldn't words. I couldn't words. That's a problem. I had to cut it out to at least a reasonable level. Quickly after that, I limited myself to 3 a day. After we moved to Fort Wayne, because of where the espresso maker was and when I had time to touch it, I actually was down to not drinking it every day, which was really good. And for the longest time, while we were working from this house, the espresso maker was downstairs, work was upstairs, and I actually didn't drink any coffee during the work week. I did start drinking it on the weekends, quite immediately. But it quickly turned back into just being something I had to drink to exist, to something I actually really, really enjoyed.
It became a treat instead of a necessity.
Got that right. And now I can't really drink regular milk, but almond milk doesn't froth. And that's the one I found I really like. That's actually affordable. I do want to try oat milk, but it's like twice the cost. So if I'm satisfied with the almond milk, it actually is ticking all my boxes for milk. And it's only about 2 and some change per half gallon. And it lasts about 3 or 4 months from the time you purchase it. I'm okay with this. But it doesn't froth very well with a milk frother. So I can't really make a cappuccino. Or, as Americans call it, a latte. But I can heat up milk and put in with there if I want to make it. It just won't make it foamy. And to be honest, I'm okay with that. Because normally, I just want the espresso. Because it tastes good. I don't drink coffee because I need a coffee milkshake. Though I will admit, when I go to a coffee shop like a Caribou or Starbucks or something, yeah, I want a frappuccino-y type drink because I want a coffee-flavored milkshake. That's delicious. It has way too much sugar in it for a normal person's diet. But it's good. It wakes you up. Foxy might need one of those right now. I think they're falling asleep. So, seeing as how both of the two of you that are actually talking right now do enjoy your coffee, what is your personal brand names that you like to enjoy? Who makes your bean or your cup? The 2 bags of beans that I have in my cabinet right now are 8 O'Clock and Dunkin'. Both whole bean coffees. Bones or Caribou? Good choices. I knew Caribou. So what do you drink, Darkworks? What's the brand or maker you enjoy for your coffees? Black Rifle or 8 O'Clock? Wait. Hey, we're at least number 1 on one of those things. I've never tried Black Rifle. Or Bones for that matter. I do need to try both those. There are other assorted ones like Nichols or Grove Mills. Oh, cool. I've picked up coffee beans when I was downtown Pittsburgh a few times at Presta Giorgio's. And I really enjoyed the coffee beans I got from there, but I don't go to the Strip District in Pittsburgh that often. That's a 5-hour drive, and I don't do that for coffee beans every week. Sorry, everyone. I was really happy when I found that Dunkin' Donuts did have whole bean coffee in the grocery store now instead of just ground. Hi, Princess Cutie Fox. You're the cute one. Bones makes the Fruity Pebbles coffee. They're good and Allegheny coffee roasters. We just get it shipped from those places. I'm looking forward to being in Allegheny County in about 4 weeks from now. Hint, hint, wink, wink. You may want to look out for both a pink coyote and a Mewtwo. That one hasn't decided what critters they're bringing for sure yet. We'll figure that out. We have all the intentions of getting meatballs. If we stop at coffee shops while being out, and if they sell their beans, we'll sometimes take a bag home. Oh, I know that feeling. Have done. Will do again. I don't even care if I have plenty of coffee at home. There's an ad. You sure you don't want to get Tunnel Bear? Or Raid Shadow Legends? Raid Shadow Tunnel Bear?
Pretty sure.
Think Green Food Box? It has all the food. You just have to cut it up and cook it. And it's cheaper than takeout. But you have to make it yourself. But it's cheaper than takeout. Or that other one that's like basically refrigerator style TV dinners that are ready in 2 minutes. Refrigerator TV dinner ready in 2 minutes. And look, they're delicious. This is me pretending to eat it on camera. And if you use my code in the links below, it'll get you 14 free meals. I'm not telling you how many you have to buy to get 14 free meals, but you'll get 14. I'd say I'm burning my bridges of anyone's never going to now sponsor my stuff, but no one's tried yet. We're back? Yay! I once again talked about ads while you were all gone. So you didn't miss anything. Yes, looking forward to being in downtown Pittsburgh again. We have our gift cards to Meatballs. They're in my wallet. We're anxious to spend them.
Meatballs.
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 Do you need saucy balls?
Saucy balls.
I don't think you're...
Meatballs.
There you go. Now you pick it up.
All the meatballs. In my mouth.
If it's lunchtime or like late breakfast, I tend to go with the panini. That's the 2 meatballs on sandwich. Usually just meatballs, sauce, and bread product. No cheese because I'm cheese intolerant. And if it's more of a dinner or a later lunch, I tend to go with the 3 meatball sub because they're still really good. And people look at me funny when I get the meatball sandwich with the mushroom gravy. And I look at them and say, why wouldn't you like that? Isn't mushroom gravy delicious? And they go, well, yes. What's the harm of putting that on the bread? And they go, oh, oh, yeah, okay, guess that's fine. Sadly, one of our staples did leave us a few years back. Lydia's is definitely gone from the Strip District. So, no pasta of doom. I remember not long after that I looked up and there was one in Chicago. There's no longer one in Chicago. There's one in St. Louis, Missouri. I am not driving to St. Louis, Missouri for pasta. I love you, Lydia's. That's like an 8 to 12 hour drive for noodles. And then I'd just be in St. Louis, Missouri. What would I do in St. Louis, Missouri?
Eat noodles.
Besides the noodles.
Eat more noodles.
We'll get Hartwood to go there.
I was gonna say, this isn't too hard.
I will definitely say I've never gotten bored with my food at Anthrocon. You may have to walk a couple of blocks to get to food that's not completely busy. But it's not that far before you reach the places where people aren't venturing as much. Just this last year, you weren't feeling very hungry while the rest of us in the group we were hanging in with were. We found this bar just outside of the bubble, as far as it were, that the furries were adventuring. It was called the Eagle. Not the gay bar, the Eagle. This definitely was not a gay bar. Oh my God!
That place was full.
This place, it was a Southern style food place. Probably the best fried chicken I've had in ages, and that was their specialty. Yeah, that was good. Ooh, there's pho in the Strip? Pho.
Oh, real.
The hard part with anything I'd have to walk for, unless it was really good, if I have a version of it at home that I can get to easily and not have to worry about walking a half mile to, I might just do it when I'm at home. We actually have a good pho place and a good ramen place almost exactly the same distance from our house, about a 5 to 10 minute drive. The pho place is over by Joanne's, which is also next to our best wing place. And our ramen place is across from our usual entrance to the mall. Both of which are stores you'd think, oh, that place looks, from the outside, no, this does not look like a smart place to go to. And the moment you're inside and they start, bringing out food, you're like, this is god-level bowls of things. Why did we not come in here? Oh, because it looks like I'm going to get shot, even though it's next to other things that look fine. It's just like, this place looks rather... But the food is amazing. Also, that is the same ramen place that had really, really good sushi at rather reasonable prices. You enjoyed your macro sashimis?
Sashimi. For Mimi.
Their mackerel was really good. Hey, you want to do that this weekend? Go get some sushi or some ramen?
We could.
Okay, I'm going to put that on the maybe list.
I'm gonna try that spicy ramen
Maybe I'll go and just get a big plate of sushis.
and some sashimi.
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 I got to teach someone a couple weeks ago what the difference between nigiri, maki, sashimi, and hand rolls all were. I didn't think I was the one that knew things. Apparently, I do know things. Yay! I has a smart. No. I know a few things. Ugh. I know a few things. Not all the things. And downtown Pittsburgh, August Henry's is almost a guarantee you'd want to go there at least once during a trip. That one you want to hit on like your first day in town before the crowds get there and figure out it exists. And the taco place that's where, was it Tonic used to be? Oh my glob, those were good taco. They had no right to be that good. And they're effectively paper taco kind of thing that you weren't required to buy a dinner platter or something. You're like, how many taco you want? And what kind of taco you want? Here's all the stuff you can do with them. You can pick a meat or other protein and any sausages or vegetables or additives you want. And they open one in the South Hills Mall. Oh, the taco place? Why are they so good? What? Why? And they had all those weird sodas. It wasn't like a Pepsi or Coke fountain. It was weird. And they were good. What the hey?
Unlike the international sodas at Disney.
No one wants Beverly except for Seaweed Otter. Canadado. Yep, that was the name of it. The irony is we ate upstairs almost exactly where Masika got really drunk a few years back. No drug was occurred there. Many tacos happened, though.
She had a lot of fun there.
Oh, yeah. It was a fun trip.
She was dancing with everybody.
But I think the taco place was a definite upgrade. That and the service was super fast comparatively. I was expecting that they were so busy it was going to be, you're going to sit down. I want a taco. Well, you're sitting here. You're gonna get one in about an hour and a half. No, it was super fast. We finished ordering and we were sitting there talking for a few minutes, and tacos showed up, and they were good. Tacos. Our favorite Indian place in downtown apparently was closed sometime during the before the pandemics that year to last year. Something about a shooting, and they just didn't open up back after it. I don't know if anyone was killed, and I feel bad if that happened, but it was definitely sad to know our favorite Indian place in town was no longer there. Your favorite FWA closed now too? I'm sorry. That's butts. Whenever you lose your favorite restaurant that you only get to see once every year or so, if that. I can say from experience, an Indian place there. Finding a good Indian place is always a trick. We know where our best Indian place is in town, and it's a slog to get that. It's a good half-hour drive down to Indian Palace. But it's still pretty good. They were decent. That wasn't the place that couldn't make soup. Oh, that was a Thai place that couldn't make soup that we hated.
When you feel it, soup. you know.
Yeah.
Something that you don't think we can say without you getting in trouble for it.
You fudged up.
Fudge. I actually don't care for fudge.
Noob's mom, if you're watching, peanut butter fudge, please. Got a Thai place about 8 minutes away. So do we. We also have a Thai place that's only about 3 minutes away.
Oh, no, I want Thai.
We go to the Thai place 8 minutes away. Do I need to go buy you Thai? But sushi.
Sushi and Thai? Taishimi?
They're not really that close. That's going to be really hard for me to take out from two places.
Well, I mean, you pick up the sushi first, because it doesn't matter. If it gets cold.
Yeah, we do have the Thai place we don't eat at. That's decent. It's not great. It's decent. And then we have the good Thai place that's about 5 to 8 minutes away. They're good. Also, there's like almost a dozen takeout Chinese restaurants that we could easily get to within a 10-minute drive. I go to one that takes about 15 on purpose. I swear that one, the fried rice came in a little little styrofoam cup. You know, with a combo meal. The fried rice tasted like the styrofoam cup. And had the texture of, I've been sitting in a cup for way, way too long. One good dangerous thing about living in Fort Wayne, though, way too many food choices. Oh, and we're getting a Korean barbecue place probably by sometime in August. I'm looking forward to that. I haven't had a good Korean barbecue in a while. They're going to be what was a really decent tasting fish restaurant was. That we kept wondering, is it going in or out or in or out? We've decided it's definitely out since they're telling us that it's going to be a Korean barbecue here in a couple of months. So, yeah. Minneapolis feels like that, too. That is good. I like having choices. And I say that especially not because I don't want to have choice paralysis, which does happen when it comes to food. But it gives you that choice when you go and say, hey, what's the wait? And they say an hour and a half. You say, bye. You go next door. What's the wait? An hour and a half? Bye. Go next door. What's the wait? Now? We're eating here.
It's so weird because none of the places are bad or something. They just aren't as well known.
Yeah. You go to Olive Garden, hour and a half wait.
Not worth it.
You go to Red Robin, hour and a half wait. You go to Cheddar's, right this way.
And it's better food than both of them.
Yeah, it's if you haven't eaten at a Cheddar's, it's kind of just basic Americana-esque stuff, but pretty darn good at it. I'd say better than an Applebee's, Ruby Tuesday, Chili's, any of those, but similarly, like, somewhat chain feeling, but not too badly.
You said Red Robin, and I liked the Scorpion burger, because that was really good, and it really wasn't that hard, but it was really good. And I want a burger. I want a Bernie burger.
It's okay. I wouldn't mind one of their mushroom burgers.
The Scorpion Reapers.
You can have your Scorpion Reapers. And I get my mushrooms. No cheese.
By the way, I didn't eat yet, so I'm hungry. So everything sounds like
Oh, you missed earlier. I was mentioning that the chicken did turn out well. So,
well, maybe I'll find out one day.
one day.
One day.
Yeah, those bagged chicken legs were actually decent. I'm definitely going to buy from that brand again because they were significantly cheaper and taste the same. So, yeah, that's happening. Okay, yeah, I am probably running out of steam here. Anyone else have anything they want to talk about? I'll leave this up to fair game.
Hey,
What?
who's fair game?
I don't know. They're probably just not talking to the chat very well.
Is it you because you're fair and you're a bunny right now, so you're game?
No, that's not my first name.
So you're fair game?
No, that's not how that works. No.
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope. Okay, let's see. Who's still on that I could potentially be sending people to? Who can I annoy that I haven't annoyed recently?
Oh.
You know, I haven't bothered him at Heart's age. Zuh. Pizza?
You should have given them a free tail shake before you go.
Okay, free tail shake. Scooch the chair back so it's out of the way. Free tail shakes. I hope you all enjoyed that. Yes. We're going to send you off to, hopefully, a tiny dog. Let's see if it'll let me. Actually, he's on the list. Ha! That's easy. All right. So, thank you for joining me and enduring my stream and my idiocy. Remember, I stream every Monday and Wednesday. Monday is 7 till question mark, and as you can tell, that question mark goes quite a while. Sometimes, because today we've gone for 2.5 hours. Yeah. Wednesday, I'm pretty succinct at its ending at about 10 p.m. because I'm gaming in fursuit, so that ends. But yeah, feel free to join me. We have a lot of fun, and I like to talk to all of you. And I have a YouTube channel. Please go ahead and watch that if you're bored. There's Patreon, Coffee, all that fun stuff. It's in my YouTube links if it's not on this thing. But supporting me here also works. If that's how you want it, if you want to support and you don't have to, no requirements. I just offering things because I'm thing. Anyway, I'm going to hit the stop recording button.